I'm a true believer in infinite realities. Take that one in. And this comes from Nero Knowledge, great guy. And he breaks down the fact that if you think about it on a logical basis, God created everything. Some people call the universe, Allah, whatever. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. God created everything, right? So if God created everything, he created infinite realities. And if God created infinite realities, this also means that there's a version of you that is a millionaire and a version of you that's homeless. But you're probably asking, I clicked on a video titled, "Being a PT is mathematically stupid, do this instead." What do infinite realities have to do with this? I'm here to let you know that if you're a PT making between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5K, maybe even more, maybe less, who knows? And you want to be making 10K per month, 30K per month, 50K per month. You have everything you need. There are infinite realities, and there's a version of you who's the person you are now, the PT you are now, doing whatever you're doing, making however much you're making, working as hard or as not hard as you're working. And there's a version of you who's spearheading a business, your online fitness coaching business, where you're making $30,000 profit per month. There's that version of you. So the question now comes down to, how do we go from being an unleveraged, commoditized in-person PT to a completely leveraged, uncommoditized, high-ticket fitness business owner? How do we do that? And so you can see here, right? You've got the PT, you're in the gym. And what is the issue about being a PT? That's the question, because it's not bad. With a PT, you're highly qualified, you've got skills, you're changing people's lives, you're helping them get in shape. There's a couple issues we want to lay out. Number one, you're commoditized. And you being commoditized comes down to the fact that you're selling something on a per hour basis, okay? One guy is selling £40 an hour, one guy's selling £60, one guy's selling 80, one guy's selling 30. You're selling on a per hour basis, and the issue is you're not selling for the transformation, you're just selling per hour. You need to sell for the transformation. Because the fact is, human beings, we don't actually want coaching, we don't actually want a phone, or we don't actually want a watch, or we don't actually want whatever. We want the thing that thing gives us. A phone gives us massive utility to do XYZ. We can call people, we can call an Uber, we can order some food, we can search something on the internet, we can go on social media. Or getting a Rolex, for example, it's not the Rolex, it's the feeling it gives you, the status it gives you, the respect. Getting in shape, it's not about getting in shape, it's about the status it gives you. It also is about your body, your health, your longevity of life. It's also about personal pride and ego. But the fact is, people are not buying coaching. Coaching is just a medium from them to get from A to Z, that's it, okay? We have A, we have Z, and we have coaching in between, okay? And so if we understand that, we cannot charge on a per hour basis, because one thing you need to know is, if you do not fire your client will fire you first. Only on a rare occasion could you ever tell me, if you're a PT, for example, or an online coach even, that you said, hey, client, stop paying me, I don't want to work with you anymore. Unless you genuinely don't like working with that client, right? But for the most part, they always go, maybe it's 1 month down the line, 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. But they're eventually going to go, hey, Isaac, it's been great. Love your stuff. You helped me a lot. I've gone from XYZ to XYZ. Yeah, let's just leave it now. I'm moving on to XYZ. Okay? They moved on. So if you don't fire your client will fire you. So how do we utilize this concept for our benefit? We need to understand that we cannot sell one piece of the puzzle. We need to sell them the whole puzzle. Because what you don't understand is, when you go to Gucci and buy a bag, do they give you one handle first, and then next month they give you the outside leather, and the next month they give you the packaging inside? No, they give you the whole bag. You go to Gucci, you get the bag, right? You get the bag in full. So we need to give them the whole piece of the puzzle, right? The entire puzzle, the entire transformation. Because you're going to be thinking, but like I want to be charging them per month or per hour or per whatever. But you're actually going to make more money charging them high ticket up front. And I go into everything to do with why you should charge high ticket in my free school. It's made specifically for you guys, for your online coaches. You want to scale up your business. So genuinely, worst decision you could be after watching so far in this video is to not take action and join the free school and leverage some more information, right? But the fact is, I made a video about why you should charge high ticket and all this stuff. You have the piece of the puzzle, but cancel that part out. But you have the entire puzzle. And when you sell them the entire puzzle, when they get to the transformation, what you don't realize is a new problem arises, okay? We get a new problem. And if we get a new problem, we can then solve the new problem, okay? And it's an never-ending cycle. But the fact is, we need to go from A to Z, and then Z to Y, and then X to Y, Z to X, Y, Z. You get my drift, right? But then of course, there's so many other different reasons why being an in-person PT is not that beneficial. It's like you're location locked, right? You're time constricted because it's not scalable. You can have a boss, you're not your own boss. You don't pick the clients per se. The clients just pick you in a sense. So we know there's so many negatives of being an in-person PT, okay? So now we have to ask ourselves the question, what do the lives of these people look like? And we have the next ascension really is the online fitness or health coach. And this is that first step you want to take. And this is that first step you want to take. Because the fact is, you're extremely or like way more leveraged being online than in person. Because with online, what happens? Number one, we can sell one to many. We can sell to everyone in the world rather than in your small town that you live in, your small city that you live in. Number two, we can leverage social media and scale very, very quickly with paid ads, cold acquisition, long form content, short form content, you name it. Number three, we can scale our fulfillment. We can have online coaches under us, clients, success managers. We can have software, systems. We can have physical and digital assets. We can have all these things that allow us to fulfill without us being a part of the fulfillment process, okay? And so that's this level. But then the online fitness business owner level, the 30K plus level, which is some of my clients, Alex, Callum, who are making $30,000 per month profit. This level is where you're truly spearheading the entire operation and you have removed yourself. You're working on the business and not in the business. You're no longer a cog in the machine, okay? And so we'll go into each of these in a second, but before we do so, you need to understand being commoditized and why you need to get out of this PT rat race as soon as possible and get into a more leveraged mechanism. And so the fact is this, we have our commoditized offer. And if we have our commoditized offer, this leads to low closing rates, only solving one obstacle and doing it just like everyone else. Commodity, the same thing, okay? And because we have all of these negative things, we have to charge a low price. But a low price means you have no leverage, you cannot afford superstar talent, no systems, no cash flow to actually reinvest back into the business to improve the client experience. And this will then produce bad results. And so bad results leads to low retention, low client retention, and high churn rate. But then of course, since you have no cash flow, you cannot afford to buy new clients so you can learn. And this is the cycle, the flywheel. We go again and again and again round. And frankly, we don't see much improvement if you just stick to this low ticket, highly commoditized stuff. And now we go into leverage, the leverage model. And so if you're selling a non-commodity, you solve every obstacle faster and effortlessly, no-brainer offers plus leverage fulfillment, right? This then allows you to charge higher ticket for the offer, which then allows you to afford superstar talent, systems, infrastructure, and media, which allows you to reinvest that cash flow back into the business and improve the service delivery, which then allows us to get better results, which leads to higher retention rate, allowing you to afford to purchase more clients essentially through ads and content, and leverage more case studies. And this is a beautiful flywheel that you go on, okay? And so what you'll notice is that all really stems around high ticket, charging high ticket, pricing. It's so beneficial for you as an online coach to be the most expensive in the market and the cheapest in the market. Because if you're the most expensive, you're not competing with anyone else. It's not a price game, you're speaking about results. And that's the game you want to play. And so if we now look at the flywheel of charging low prices, you can see we have low prices, which attracts broke people who can afford low prices, which means less revenue, no money left for marketing and fulfillment, which means bad results for your clients and you look broke too. It's again this same flywheel I spoke to you about being commoditized. It's not beneficial in any way, shape or form, right? But if you have a high price, you have high quality customers who are committed, they have skin in the game, they have an opportunity cost. You have more revenue, you have better back end, you have money left for marketing and living life, so you don't have your back against the wall, you can make decisions from a long-term vision with long-term goggles on. And then you have better results for your customers and you also look like you're winning. And looking like you're winning attracts winners. That's it. And so now guys, we have to ask ourselves the question. We want to go from this in-person PT to an online fitness and health coach to then a fitness business owner. What do we implement on the fulfillment side of things to get to these different levels? So as an online coach, this is the first step you want to take, and these things you can implement with ease. So you need to implement these as quickly as possible, right? Or just book a call and we can actually expedite that process even more. We start off with software, and these are what I like to call digital assets. You need to have some sort of software systems that you can actually implement into your business. And so there's always the argument, which workout app is better? Everfit, Trainerize, like My Coach, there's True Coach, there's so many different ones that you can utilize. For me personally, we used to use Trainerize for almost all of my clients. Trainerize does the job for sure, but for me, Everfit just genuinely trumped it due to interface and personal abilities, like what it could do in terms of connecting with the clients. Like, it just was better. And it's funny, I actually made a video comparing Everfit and Trainerize, so if you want to watch it, link in bio, right? And so, of course, we know with our software, right, this allows us to make workout plans en masse, make nutritional goals, meal plans, AI generated, etc. We can make them specific to our clients. You handle all of the workouts, the nutrition, the sleep tracking, energy levels, etc. Handle everything with the software. Now we have media. And as I said again and again, when you go to Gucci and you buy a bag, you don't just get half the bag, a quarter of the bag, you get the entire bag. So we need to make sure we're giving this buyer no reason to feel buyer's remorse. How do we do that? This is where our media comes in. We should have modules locked and loaded ready. And this is for one of our clients, that what we set up. You should have modules locked in and ready to go. So the second someone buys into your program, they have media to consume while you're creating other back-end stuff, okay? And then finally, we have some sort of community. And so school communities nowadays are essential. I've implemented this system for some of my clients, and it's made them $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month. And school, for me, it's the most beautiful, nurturing asset, genuinely, on the basis that you don't just have one lead magnet, you have many lead magnets within the school, okay? But you also have the ability to message members within the school. You have the ability to do the post blast, where you blast a singular post to your entire email list. There's so many different things you can do in school. I would say one drawback about school is that there is no running commentary. So it's almost like Facebook, where you post and then people comment under your post, rather than there being a running commentary of a conversation. This means that it's a lot less active than it should be, which then comes on to the other two options for your community, your client community. You can use Discord. I would say a lot of people don't like the interface of it because it's, you know, how it is. But Discord does well. It performs well, and you have good client community in there, but also you can have WhatsApp. And this is obviously effective, and it allows you to communicate en masse, on speed with the community. And so we have exactly what you need to implement as an online coach as quickly as possible to be able to even compete with people who are fitness business owners. But if we now look at the fulfillment on the fitness business owner side, we know we have everything in the online coaching side, as well as this is where we implement a team. And so we have two people. We have ghost coaches and the actual coaching team. And ghost coaches, I've positioned them in my clients' businesses where they message as the client themselves. And so these people are essential. But then, of course, having a front-facing coaching team where they can jump onto one-to-one calls with the prospects is very, very valuable. Okay, and so finally we come into our offer suite. And the offer suite is honestly simple, right? We have cross sells, upsells, continuity, and downsell. And so we need to understand that with our offer suite, this means we can collect as much lifetime value from the customer, and we can keep solving their problems, as I explained to you earlier in the video, right? And so we obviously have cross sells, and how I see cross sells, they're complementary products. They're complementary, right? And the most complementary products to buying a fitness coaching program is often physical assets. So Oura Ring, meal prep, supplementation, which is specific to the needs of the client. You know, we even have a standing desk, walking treadmill. All these things are cross-sells, complementary in-person products that you can leverage as a fitness business owner, whether it's an affiliate link, whether you want to go all in, but the fact is you have these cross-sells, okay? We also have upsells, and upsells simply means when you provide more value to the client, they're going to want to pay you more. It's as simple as that, right? And so for upsells for fitness coaching specifically, of course, you can have the ultra high ticket, which is extreme accountability, for example, but you have events and masterminds and retreats, etc. Okay. Now remember, we also have the continuity and the downsell. And so with the continuity, we just want to keep them on the program. We want them to renew. Okay. That's a very, very simple thing. And then with the downsell, if they are not qualified enough for the high ticket, that's when they come to the downsell. And so this is exactly why being a PT is mathematically stupid. You need to go from PT to online health and fitness coach to fitness business owner, and you need to get leveraged and uncommoditized as quickly as possible, okay? And so if you actually want to scale your online coaching business in 2025, if you want to expedite the process and get there as quickly as possible, of course you can join the free school that's down below. But the thing I say is book in a call with me where I can really and truly break down your business and understand what we're doing wrong and what we can do better and what we can personally implement into your business. That was why being a PT is mathematically stupid. I hope you take critical advice from this, take action, work hard. I've really enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed it too. Have a great day, take care of yourself, and see you later.